Hey ladies, so week 2 of the Summer Sweat Sessions Challenge. I am so proud of all of you beautiful ladies for just rocking it and totally kicking butt. I love seeing all the posts that I'm getting, all your tags. It's awesome. Like, keep that work up. So we are at day 8 and today's workout is bumper building. So what you're gonna need is some kind of a timer. So what I'm going to use is called Timer Pro. I forget how much I paid, maybe a few bucks, but you don't have to get fancy, just even like one of those timers you use for cooking, okay? Because what we're going to do today is we're going to use a timer to time each workout, each movement for 30 seconds. And then we're going to allow ourselves to have about 10-15 seconds in between each move just to catch our breath. And we're going to work through that circuit like that, and from there, after we get to the end of the circuit, you're going to rest long enough just to recover your oxygen debt, so perhaps a minute or two, and then you're going to go right back from the top all the way to the bottom. So you need a timer. You're also going to need your mini band and of course dumbbells or even kettlebells. So what we're going to do is I will show you the first move, which is banded squats. So you're going to take the band. You're going to place it just under your knees, like so. And what we're doing really essentially is that sometimes when we squat, our knees tend to cave in. What this band permits us to do is to really push against it so that we're actually using all the muscles in a really efficient way and our knees are no longer caving in. So a banded squat, let me get placed right under the knees, and you're just, here, let me go. You're just gonna essentially squat down and come back up, really squeezing your glutes and driving through your heels. So you sit down low, push back up. So that'll be the banded squats. Again, we'll be working for about 30 seconds and just enough time to transition into the second move, which will be a Bulgarian split squat. What you need for that move is a chair. So again, make sure it's up against a wall. I'll show you from the front and then from the side. We're doing unilateral training, again, for bumper building and for just overall strength and stability. So we'll start, I'll have my right foot on the ground. My left foot I will put in back of me on the chair. And really, it looks like a squat. So you're just like a lunge. You're sitting down low, pushing back up. It's a real good burner. So if I show you from the side, I'd have my chair. I'm going to step forward, and they call it like a squishing the bug technique with your toes so that you don't hurt the top of your toes. I like to pretend I'm squishing a bug. So I'm active on my toes. I'm going to come down low and sit back up. Now you can lean a bit forward and get more of a burn. That's cool. Or you could try to sit up tall. That's cool too. So we'll be doing 30 seconds on one leg for that. The third move will be the deadlifts. So in the other video last week, we described having a nice 3-point stretch, standing up tall, proud chest, and really just hinging as if you're walking into a low counter. So you would hinge back, nice proud chest, and stand back up. So essentially the same thing, but if we're using dumbbells, we would stand like this, and I'm going to hinge back and squeeze back up. Hinge back, see how my spine is nice, and squeeze back up. Now I want to make sure that there's no rounding and that you're not just letting your pelvis fall forward. So you're really just pushing your hips back and squeezing back up. You'll feel it in your posterior chain. So that's move number 3. Going right into, obviously you'd have to do the other side for Bulgarian squats. So the left leg would stay down, the right leg would be up, and we would go up and down for 30 seconds. And then moving right into dumbbell swings. So dumbbell swings, again, we're holding the dumbbells like so. Again, it's a nice hinge. So we're hinging back, squeezing back up, hinging up. So it would look like this. eye level only, so we're not going overhead. We're not doing any CrossFit swings, just kettlebells. And if you have a kettlebell, we're gonna just do it would be the same motion. So I would have the bell in between my feet. I'm hinging, nice hinge, not a squat. It's a hinge, grabbing the bell, squeezing it up, and really just pushing like so. Breathing out at the top. Notice that the bell really is caressing my bottom. That's good. The cue to this is wrist to zippers. So then that way you know that you're really into a nice hinge movement and not a squat. And the last move, which we will do, is called hollow bodies. So hollow bodies we're gonna do on the floor. Let me just make sure you can see me. So from the floor, we are going to lay on our backs. So I'll get on my back. We're going to lay. Now naturally when I'm laying on the ground, and I'm not even sure you can actually see, so let's just make sure. When I'm laying on the ground, naturally we have a little bit of a lift from our lumbar spine. What I want to do is I really want to compress that so that my whole back, my whole spine is flat on the ground. So I do not want to be able to put my hand here. So a hollow body, maybe if I go like this, you see this, I don't want to be able to do that. So what I want to be able to do essentially is compress everything. I'm pushing it all in and I'm lifting. So my neck is a little bit off the ground and I'm compressing my whole back. So you can't stick your hands there. You can have your knees bent and we're just really holding this hold. Now, if you want to challenge it more, you can straighten out your legs. Everything's already shaking. And again, for an extra challenge, you would have your arms out to the sides. So those are hollow bodies. Now it's hot. I'm going to go through the first round with you all so that you can do it at the same time as me, and then you'll know what it will look like. So let's roll. All right, so let's roll. I'm gonna start my timer and get ready.
Starting session.
All right, so now we rest. We get ready for Bulgarians.
Rest.
We get ready for deadlifts. Squeeze up. All right.
Rest.
Next side, Bulgarians. goodness, almost there, guys. All right. Next, we get ready for swings. So, all right, last one, hollow bodies. Hollow bodies. Hollow bodies. Let's make sure that you can see me good. Compress your spine, ladies. Point your toes for an extra burn. Squeeze those legs. Shallow breathing. Almost there. If it starts to hurt your low back, you can bend your knees. That's fine. And here is where you would rest for about a minute or two, or long enough to catch your oxygen debt, and then go again. So drink lots of water, have awesome tunes playing, and keep rocking it. Can't wait to see your pictures. Peace, love.